Sometimes it's a lot to manage your life as an artist, as a creative. You're usually juggling 10 million things like writing songs, rehearsing for performances, managing your books, keeping up with emails, running a business, or like social media, and managing your own marketing, or if you've got a label or a team or something like that, communicating with your team. And it's a lot to manage, and I often feel unbelievably overwhelmed. And one of my go-tos that I like to do is, I'm a huge list maker and a huge kind of scheduler. So when I get into these kind of moments of overwhelm, I just grab my notebook, which I have beside me pretty much all the time, and I like to do both a analog, if you will, and a digital version, where I'll just basically do a brain dump. I'll just spit everything that's on my mind out, and then I'll order it in with a sense of priority. So things that I have to do that can move things forward, anything that I need to delegate. So once I've done this brain dump, and there's everything, it's like every single thought, whatever comes into your mind, whether it's home, work, creative, things that you need to pick up from the shop, you just jot it down, and then you find a way of scheduling it in. So I like to think of what I need to do in the next 3 hours, and then what I need to do in the next 3 days. And then there are bigger things that I can do in the next 3 weeks or 3 months that are coming up, that I can maybe get into smaller chunks, reverse engineer what needs to be done, and then I can kind of map it out. It's a system that really works when I utilize it, like with most things. But I just wanted to share with you the idea of doing a brain dump and just getting everything out of your head. You don't even need to use this tool when you're overwhelmed. You can just do it in general every single day to allow white space into your brain so that you can actually create. So if you need to write a song, or you need to practice, and you've got a million different things running around your head, just get it out of your head onto some paper when you can deal with it later, and you can schedule it into your diary, because you've got to do that. You can write it down, but if you're not putting it into some kind of scheduling tool, I use this free tool called Asana, which is a project management tool. And I've got like a different category, like one for music, one for my personal stuff, one for my home, one for my admin, one for my business, one for the kind of social media blogging stuff. And I've kind of started to create a bit of a workflow of all the things that I need to do, and the things that are reoccurring, I just set a reoccurring schedule. Now you can do that in Google Calendar as well too, but that's something that I use, and I do find it really helpful to know that all of these to-dos are out of my head somewhere else, but I'll be reminded to do them. And the next step is then, of course, creating the space to actually do them. So let me know, do you do a brain dump? Do you do a kind of a journal? Do you think about delegating or automating any of the tasks that you do? I'd be interested to know what keeps your mind free and with a lot of white space for creating, and just any kind of productivity hacks that you might have that you want to share with me.